I'm Adam Booth and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Okay, so yet again, big up to my man, Spencer Fearon. He spoke to Chris Eubank Sr. last night, where Chris Eubank Sr. was quite emotional, where he's saying how they tried to murder my son, Chris Eubank Jr. Now, I couldn't quite hear some bits that he was saying because I said he was quite emotional, but I kind of got the gist that this £3 is really the issue. I also got that he believes that Conor Benn wouldn't intentionally take something on purpose. But I think I understood it, that there's a bit of a bad relationship between him and his son, Chris Eubank Jr., because Jr. isn't listening. He hasn't been listening. Now, some people may say that Senior's statement of they're trying to murder my son with this weight thing, some people may say it's a little bit dramatic, it's only £3. But firstly, he's been there, okay? He's had to cut weight. He knows what everything goes through. He knows what the body goes through. But also, you have to remember his other son, Sebastian, died just over a year ago. It's still going to be raw for him because no parent should ever have to outlive their children. That's something, unfortunately, that I'm probably going to have to face myself at some point with my son's condition. But when it comes to him, of course, he's going to be very, very emotional. Had Sebastian not passed away, would he have the same reaction about this £3? No, he wouldn't. But at the same time, you could look at it, again, if we're to believe everything that we hear, it wasn't actually Eddie Hearn, Conor Benn who came up with this £157 weigh-in clause. It was Junior who done it. It was him. And he was at the press conference and the round table and all that kind of thing saying, well, it's fair because if I weigh in at what £160 and I can rehydrate to whatever I want, it'll be a public massacre, be a public execution, whatever word he used. So he agreed with it. I said, you can say that Senior is overreacting. Maybe he is overreacting. £3, but of course for him, he's saying that Junior is 33 years old. That extra £3 matters. Now, Junior, of course, on Saturday, he stood on the scales. He showed everybody on Saturday, which was meant to be fight night, and he weighed in at 159.4 pounds, I think it was. So by the looks of it, the rehydration clause was only £3. I heard it was £8. I also heard it was £10. We don't know. That's something that they didn't want to divulge for some reason. But by the looks of it, because he was still weighed under 160 pounds on the day of when the fight was supposed to have taken place, I'm led to believe that £3 was also going to be the rehydration clause. I could be way out on that one, okay? But yeah, Senior, of course, very, very emotional. Very emotional. And he was asked a question by Spencer about, did you know about the VADA testing before the rest of us? And he kind of skirted around that issue. I think he skirted around that question. So we don't know if Chris Eubank Sr. knew about this VADA test a couple of weeks ago when the British Boxing Board of Control, when Eddie Hearn, Conor Benn, Chris Eubank Jr. and Kalle Sauerland and whoever found out about themselves. We don't know that Junior would have told Senior. We don't know that because he didn't answer that question properly. So again, that's still speculation. Some people are speculating that it was him that tipped off the press to try and get out there in the public to pull this fight. And if anybody has a right to do that, it's probably him, right? I couldn't blame him if he did. But obviously it's a very, very emotional time for him to drain his son, to say that he'll get killed. Listen, people will say, but it's a bit dramatic considering that Conor Benn is moving up in weight. He's also at a disadvantage. For me, I'd rather have the ability to put on weight or not cut as much weight than have to cut more than what my body's used to. I know which one I'd rather be. But anyway, link to this one in the description box if you haven't seen it already. Hopefully you already have. But if you haven't, in the description box, go check out the Stamina for Sale with Spencer Fearon Tunde, where Spencer Fearon spoke with Chris Eubank Sr. Very emotional guy. And again, just to put any kind of rumours out there that Chris Eubank Sr. has checked himself into what people are calling a madhouse. No, he's over there in South Africa with his wife and everyone. So No, again, that's not true either, apparently. So anyway, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe, catch you next video.